Hello and welcome to this short video on cooperative learning strategies, which are a very effective revision tool and, as you will see, help students to retain a lot more of what we as teachers say in the classroom. So what is cooperative learning? It's very different from traditional group work in that it's much more structured. All students are assigned a role and the success of their peers depends on each student fulfilling this role. No student wants to let the rest of their team down and therefore is much more likely to participate to the best of his or her ability. Cooperative learning strategies are fun, easy to use, and can be incorporated into any lesson. It's based on the following principles. So cooperative learning strategies are based on 3 principles. Firstly, positive interdependence. This type of structure creates mutual support amongst students and increases the quality of peer coaching. Students are clear about their roles and they help each other. Students are also held individually accountable, and this dramatically increases student participation and motivation to achieve. Equal participation in that students who would not usually participate become engaged. What's really effective about using cooperative learning strategies is that students are given regular opportunities to practice and embed the content delivered by the class teacher. We can think of them as brain breaks. If we stand at the front of the classroom and constantly deliver new information and don't give them time to process it, it's like it coming in one ear and out of the other. So what are the benefits of cooperative learning? I've included the top 10 in this presentation. So number 1, the structures cement learning. As I've just said, direct instruction with no cooperative learning strategies or no chance for the students to actually retrieve the information that they've just been given can often mean information goes in one ear and out of the other. They're very unlikely to retain the information for a long time after the lesson. Number 2, the teacher actually stopping talking and allowing students to talk and share ideas enable students to construct meaning. We retain a great deal more of what we say than what we hear. But this, with using cooperative learning strategies, is done in a very controlled environment. Number 3, a lot of research has been done into how memory works, and a really interesting study has been done by a guy in the US, Roddy Rodiger, who investigated why people remember things, and his study involved different styles of teaching, and it was found that people taught with regular quizzing, i.e. regular testing, but this can be done in another way, it doesn't have to be an exam, retain much more information and are much more successful in exam situations. Number 4, by including frequent processing time, brain breaks and energizers, a good teacher keeps energy in the room high and minds focused, which at the end of the day is what we all want. And number 5, in some very important research, over 1,000 studies demonstrate the positive effects of cooperative learning on academic achievement, social and emotional development, cognitive development, and positive attitudes to school and lessons. Number 6, as we all know, a lot of research has been done into actually what do employers want students to be able to do when they leave school and college, what skills are they actually looking for. And the top skills that always come out are communication skills and interpersonal skills. And by using cooperative learning strategies, we're actually equipping our students with these employability skills. Number 7, students today, as we know, are accustomed to the stimulus provided by DVDs, iPads, online gaming, and therefore students taught with cooperative learning are far more active. The classroom is far more stimulating than a teacher-centred classroom, so we're much more likely to be able to hold a student's attention. Number 8, according to Robert Marzano, cooperative learning structures have an effect size of 0.78, which means that students taught using these strategies are actually likely to achieve 28% more than students taught without using such strategies. Number 9, cooperative learning has actually been proven also to close the attainment gap between minority and majority students, and it's been proven that minority students gain far more than majority students, whilst the majority students still make good progress. And finally, number 10, Cooperative learning strategies provide stimulating and novel revision strategies for exam questions and increase the information retained by the students. So how does cooperative learning actually work? Science has proven that if we teach in line with the way the brain learns best, and that we don't try and go against it, then teaching is easier and more enjoyable, and students are more engaged and retain more information. So let's look at the following. Firstly, social interaction. With cooperative learning strategies, students are given the opportunity to talk and discuss within structured activities. Brains are more engaged during social interaction than when listening to a teacher talk, and greater engagement leads to greater retention. Safety. We must remember that students must feel safe in order to learn effectively. Stress hormones interfere with brain function, so we don't lay down new memories efficiently. With cooperative learning strategies, students are far more relaxed, and if a teammate doesn't know an answer, the others encourage and support that student, meaning that it's more likely that everybody learns more effectively. Nourishment, and I'm not talking about food. Our brain consumes up to a quarter of oxygen and glucose in our body, and only functions with ample supply of both of these. Cooperative learning strategies include movement so students' brains are better nourished, more alert, and more receptive to learning. You'll experience this in the session on Tuesday. Novelty. According to science, our brains attend more readily to novel stimuli. Cooperative learning strategies offer a break from the norm, and therefore lesson content is more fully processed and retained. And finally, praise. Anything followed by emotion is better remembered. Cooperative learning strategies include praise from peers and create the opportunity for genuine social interactions, which naturally create emotions. Therefore, content following this is better retained. So, you've heard all about the theory and the science part. Tuesday's session will be entirely practical. You'll return to the classroom as students to experience a number of cooperative learning strategies for yourselves and hopefully leave with lots of new activities which, with very little preparation, can be used in your lessons the next day. Hopefully you'll see just how effective cooperative learning can be in helping students retain information, which is absolutely key to success in an exam situation. So I'll see you there.